Martens in third place with 33.2. Brandon Palaniuk, 32.8. And Scott Rook, 31.11. And just to let y'all know, we're going to open up the panel of anglers for questioning. And then after y'all are through with the anglers, we're going to bring Trip Weldon up because I'm sure y'all might have some questions of Trip about what might happen if there's another fog delay, and any other rules questions. He'll be able to take care of those.
He said they're just going to cancel.
Congratulations, Kevin. And the only other thing I'd ask before we start is we are live streaming to Bassmaster.com. We got a lot of fans out there watching this thing, and the camera's shooting right down this aisle, so if we can keep it kind of clear right here. Got a little bit crowded yesterday, so if we can keep it clear, that'd be great. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and open up questioning for our top five, and Mr. Storm.
John Storm with Bass fan. Kevin, I was at the table when you weighed in, and Scott was there, and he said he catch a few pounder, he catch a 5. Derek Brent was there, he said he saw why you catch a 10 or 4 pounders. Is it just something?
If I caught 10 4-pounders, I'd add a lot more than 22 pounds.
They're just saying that, like, there's something that you're doing, something different, a different level of fishing going on out there. Is that what's happening? Do you know something different? Is it new electronics units? Or activated? What's happening?
Luck counts. You know, I don't know. It's we're all fishing there, you know. And
Yes, sir.
Dan Baker with Midwest Outdoors. Kevin, we all know that confidence is one of the most important things in fishing. Someone mentioned that 2 months ago, confidence. When I saw you in the Chicago Sport Show, you were confident you didn't come down for big practice. Last night, I never saw you so relaxed and calm. You're having a blast, having fun with people. Where does that confidence come from?
you know, I've been doing this a long time, and I don't worry about things I can't control. You know, I know what my strengths are, and I know how I like to fish, and so that's what I try to do. You know, and this is a place that fits my style real well. I'm not a guy that likes to sit around and drown a worm and, you know, drag a Cinco around or, you know, fish super slow. So, you know, it fits my style. You know, it's not a cold weather situation where you got to punch mats and things like that. Even that's a little tough for me. But, you know, you got to believe that you can win. And, you know, one of my sayings is it's all about attitude. And, you know, if you've got a good attitude, good things generally happen. If you got a bad attitude, you know, bad things are probably going to happen to you. So I just keep telling myself that, hey, it's going to happen. You're going to get a good bite. And sometimes it does. Sometimes it don't. If it doesn't happen, you know, I'm not going to get too upset about it. You don't see me when I lose a big fish stomping and breaking rods and things like that. I just, you know, that's not going to change anything, and it's not going to help you get that fish back. So I learned a long time ago just to worry about the things you can control.
Very good. Yes, sir. Down on front. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're going to go right here, and then we'll get back to the back.
Brent, I believe you're the only one that possum up there that's making a long run. You think you can do that again tomorrow, or you can break in and follow these 4 guys right over there?
No, I hope they all fish right on top of each other tomorrow, and I hope they have a lot of spectators. I hope everybody in the Delta comes down to watch them. But you know, where I'm at is not very conducive for spectators, so I'm really hoping I don't have many because it's very tight in there, and you know, many spectator boats would really mess it up. But you know, that's what makes that area so unique. I've got it to myself, and you know, I hope tomorrow. I've only spent 3 hours total in there. If I could get a full day and have 4 hours of fishing time in there, you know, I think I could catch an even better bag of fish.
Very good. And back to Andy.
Brandon, I asked you this earlier, but what do you think it says about the quality of fishing in the Federation that you're sitting at the table and doing classes?
I've said it before. I think the Federation has the ability to build a good angler just because of the versatility it takes. You know, it's a 2-year process just to get to here, and you're going from one side of the country to the other, up and down. And I think that's one thing that plays into a role. You see a lot of different scenarios, and you know, you get the ability to change and adapt on the fly.
Okay, this is a question for any of other competitors out there. What does it say in
start that with Scott.
What was the question?
We're gonna have to pay attention, Scott.
I was trying to figure out how I'm gonna beat VanDam tomorrow. Mine was somewhere else. I'm sorry.
The question from Andy is, what in your mind, what does it mean to have for the Federation to have one of their anglers sitting here on day 2 of the Classic as one of the leaders?
You always see real strong fishermen coming from the Federation. I think every year we've had somebody that's been up there in the top 10 from the Federation. Usually every day there's one guy in the top 10. So yeah, I mean that's like you said, it's a learning process to get here. You're gonna learn. It's really prepping a guy to have a fishing career coming up to the Federation. It lets him know what he's in for.
I can tell you, I started in the Federation. I tried that route a few times, and it was way too hard to get to the Classic that way, so I joined the Pro Tour.
That's perfect. Another question.
True.
Yes, sir, right over here.
I'm Peter on Bassmaster.com. Kevin, you've always said that your strengths are fishing patterns and expansive areas. You've had room to move around in the last 2 years. These last 3 years, respectively, fish a spot. Is it just fishing a spot, or are you fishing from patterns within that spot?
It's a big area. You know, I mean, there's a lot of room there within that area. There's obviously certain parts of it that are better than others, but you know, there's always patterns within patterns. There's always things that, you know, happen in a day that might tip you off to, you know, clues to duplicate bites and things like that. And you just have to, you know, you got to pay real close attention. And you know, I don't think that I'm doing anything any different than anybody else there. But you know, I got lucky and made a couple of the right casts, and you know, had my bait go by the bass that was in the right mood today. So there's a lot of good fish in that area, and you know, I think the pressure has hurt it some, without a doubt. But you know, the fans were really good today. I mean, it's incredible. I mean,
they were about the best I've seen.
Yeah, I've never seen it better in a Classic, ever. You know, I mean, first thing in the morning in the fog, it was a little hectic for a little bit there because nobody could see anybody, didn't know where anybody was at. But once the fog lifted, you know, they all kind of stayed back, anchored up. I seen guys with binoculars, swapping binoculars from boat to boat. They were talking. You know, they know what we've got on the line. These guys are here to, you know, to watch us. It's you know, it's unbelievable to have the Super Bowl of bass fishing in your backyard. And I mean, it's no different. You know, a couple weeks ago I went to the Super Bowl. I'm a huge fan of the NFL. I mean, to get to go is an honor, and you sure don't want to do anything to affect any of the players on the field. And that's the way these fans have treated us, you know, both days. I mean, they know what we got on the line. There was nobody out there fishing with us today. I couldn't have done that a while ago. I've learned, you know, when you watch, or I should say when you get beat by somebody that's, you know, the ultimate hole sitter, you know, I mean, I think early in my career, a guy that was incredible at that was Guido Hibden. You know, Guido, if you put him in a little creek with 10 bass in it and gave him a little bit of time, he's going to catch all 10 of them. You know, he's going to find a way to do it. I could never do that. But I've learned that when you find a special spot, that it's, you know, it's worth hanging around and grinding it out.
Very good. Yes, sir. In the back.
Did you guys find that the fog hampered your bite at all and get better as the day went on in the sun?
Why don't we start with Aaron on that one?
It seems like they bite pretty good first thing. The fog doesn't seem to hurt it. I mean, it seems like that shit's a little better. But, yeah, I lifted pretty quick today. Maybe an hour or so. But, you know, for me, I had a tough one today. I had the bites, but didn't connect with them. But it didn't seem to hurt. Yesterday was good. I mean, me and VanDam started right together, and I think we put 2 or 3 fish together, you know, in the boat before the fog lifted. That's a lot for that spot. I mean, it's a grind.
Very good. Next question? Yes, sir. Right there in front. Pass the microphone. Very good. Thank you.